Lastly, a bit of a bonus tip. I mentioned about putting the summary of the meeting in writing afterwards. I think that is really important because it is very easy for someone to focus on something which isn't the main kind of feedback that you wanted them to hear in the meeting. And putting it in writing just enables you to reset that and be really clear, this is what I want to get across to you in that meeting. So it can be fairly informal, just an email saying, thanks for your time today. Like I said, I just want to summarise what we spoke about and note down the actions that we agreed to take. If you've got any questions, come back to me. So you want to cover at a high level the points that we've prepared. So you should be able to use your notes plus any kind of points that you noted down during the meeting to put this together. So it shouldn't take you very long. But the main things you want to cover is the key sentence, which is, the change that you want to see in future. What they've agreed they will do, so the actions that they've said they will take, what you've agreed to do to support them as their manager, if you've undertaken to give them any additional support or provide them with some training or a checklist or whatever it is, when you will next catch up. And I always recommend that you do have a date in the diary for when you're going to review how things are going. And potentially you could include the failure of the consequences of a failure to improve. Sometimes this can feel a little bit harsh, particularly if the email is fairly informal. But you don't have to go into loads of details about that. You could just say something like, I just want to remind you, if we don't see any improvement, then we are going to have a more formal meeting. So it doesn't have to be, you're threatening a disciplinary or anything like that. But there should be a consequence of, not taking on board the feedback and doing the work that you've agreed. So I will attach an example of that email, so you can use that structure in the notes and, hopefully the conversation goes well.